Good morning, or actually good afternoon, I guess. It's after lunchtime. Um, I thought I would come to you today and just tell you a little bit about why do I love these products so much? Because I do. And I'm already married to a human, but if I were to marry my vitamins, I would walk down the aisle, I would wear the white dress, I would get married to the vitamins. And why? Why would I do that? Because in so many ways, they've changed my life. They've changed hundreds and thousands of people's lives. So let me just talk about that. So why do I talk about it? Because I can't deny what's happened to me. I can't deny the people I know who I love, who have had so many wonderful health improvements. For years, I dealt with the after effects of thyroid cancer. I had that in '89, and I had brain fog, I had low energy, and I had constant hormone issues for years. Looking back, I actually had them before the thyroid cancer, but they got worse as I got older. So, not related to thyroid, I also have dealt with plantar fasciitis, digestive issues, mood swings, inflammation due to arthritis and car accidents and broken bones. I had anxiety. I didn't even know that I had anxiety, but I did. And I was irritable. I combated it well, I thought, with diet and exercise. I'm not a huge workout person, but I did walk fairly regularly and worked out, a couple of times a week. I used the usual over-the-counter stuff that helped. I liked my life. I liked the activities and the events that were going on in my life. I loved that. But something was missing. There was some joy that was missing. There was something wasn't quite right. And this started after both of my parents died. They passed away in 2015. They died within 3 months of each other. So I was trying to figure out what was really going on. I could have lived with all of that for years. Poor husband. He kept track of all my cycles for years and never knew for sure whether a crazy woman was going to show up or not, but he kind of had an idea when it was going to be bad for me. I had always been super, super skinny. I graduated high school weighing 95 pounds, and my mom was always concerned about how thin I was. She wanted me to eat more. I ate a ton. I mean, maybe people say I had that high metabolism. I think now, looking back, I know a little bit more. I know what was going on. But so losing weight was never really an issue for me. It was not a huge factor. For me, my issue was staying well. I would get sick almost every month and be on antibiotics and have constant sinus infections that would usually take 2 rounds of antibiotics to get over. But after my parents passed, something flipped. Something changed. And I started gaining a pound a week. I was doing everything right. I was eating 1,200 calories. I was walking 2 miles a day. And I was still gaining weight. So what was going on? Something was going on with my body. What I didn't know was that all of this in my lifetime, all of those little symptoms were actually related. So I saw something about weight loss and I thought that was my issue. I thought that weight loss was the holy grail of health. Just get your weight down, You'll be fine. That's what we're taught. That's what we're told, is that it's all what that number on the scale says. So I really had two choices right then. I could go to the doctor and try something new, which would be, with the doctors, it's going to be a $75 copay. It's going to then be medication, which are then going to have side effects. Then sometimes those side effects you have to treat with other medication. I really didn't want to get on that hamster wheel, but that was how we did medicine. That's how we do medicine. So I started looking at something new, and it was all natural. It's like, well, you know, what does that mean? All natural. I mean, petroleum's all natural. Will it help? That was my goal. So then I started reading stories about the ways it had helped people. So I wasn't quite sure. I'm a big skeptic. My background is in journalism. I do research. I come out with the stories. I stay objective. I don't jump into anything lightly. My husband's an attorney. We're of the same vein. We do research. We ask a ton of questions. So what was different about this? I did all of those things, and so did my husband. So I started these products. Let me just show you. I don't want this to be an infomercial, but I just want you to know this is what I started. This is the other thing I started. And this is the other thing I started. So what I found was, in 4 days, the brain fog I'd had for 30 years was gone. So something was changing. I knew I could get my money back if I needed to. But if you struggled with something for 30 years, and all of a sudden in 4 days it's gone, you're going to continue thinking about it, doing research, and looking into it, which is what I did. I started having more energy. I was used to taking a nap every day, or, I'd lay down for 30 minutes, just kind of clear my mind. I didn't need to do that anymore. I'd lay down. I was ready to go. I started having less inflammation. I started losing what I thought was weight was actually inflammation. I have pictures of where I actually weigh more now than I did, but I look thinner. We've got hundreds of friends that are in the same exact boat. So that's when I started realizing that this joy thing, this energy, this inflammation and the pain, they're all tied together. And the research is there that if you manage your gut health, your inflammation, if you manage that third wheel, blood sugar, it treats a whole host of illnesses / symptoms. Hormones are tied directly to gut health, tied directly to blood sugar. Anxiety and depression tied directly to gut health and blood sugar. Blood sugar manages your hormones. Nutrition absorption. Why was I so thin? For years, because I had been sick. I had had antibiotic after antibiotic after antibiotic. My candida was growing like crazy, and I wasn't able to absorb nutrition. What happens when you start absorbing nutrition? You feel good, but you also lose weight. Isn't that interesting? So when you get your gut in good health, you lose weight. There are studies done on that. I've kept a log of them. Fertility issues, autoimmune issues, all tied to gut health. Cancer, which my sister and I have both had, documented, tied to gut health. Inflammation separately is tied, the research is there, is also tied to illnesses. And blood sugar is tied to hormone issues. It's part of managing the joy factor. I keep looking over here. I got a few notes, so that's where my eyes are going. These 3 issues: blood sugar, gut health, and inflammation. There are over 800 articles in the National Institute of Health that are documented that tie those to our health issues. These products that I'm using, I love. I really love them. I didn't know I had anxiety. I didn't think I did. I didn't know I really felt bad until I felt good. It has made a huge difference in my life. So did it work? Yeah, it worked for me. I started for weight loss. So did I lose the weight? No. I did not lose the weight in the first month, or the second month, or the third month. But you see, my body was changing. I was seeing benefits. I was able to sleep. I was seeing benefits of able to sleep well at night. I had no more brain fog. I was feeling kind of happy, and my emotions were appropriate for what I was going through. I was starting to really enjoy the life around me. So I knew something was changing. 4th month, I dropped 10 pounds. 6th month, I dropped another 8 pounds. So if it took so long to lose weight, that's not a great 6 months to lose 18 pounds. That's not all that great. But you've got to look at the whole picture. I've not been sick in over 3 years. Not anything. We're at a point in our nation where we're evaluating healthcare in a very unique way. There are some natural things that work. There are some things that work in different ways. I'm not saying that these products keep you away from COVID. Trust me, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that they help with a number of issues. They will give you that energy. They will put you on the path for good health, help you with hormones. So I lay that out there to tell you and to educate people that there are new ways of tackling old problems. That's why I take it every day. I take these products and a few additional ones that really have changed my life. They've given me energy. They have, and I can go into all the science and explain it to you privately. But my goal is just, the reason I talk about it, to educate you. I'm a homeschool mom. Before that, I was a corporate trainer. There are different things out there that help you. Now, some people will say, well, I tried it and it didn't work for me. Okay, so let me handle that little problem, because some people, that has been the case. And I have talked to them afterwards. And we've had that conversation. And what I found is that they weren't taking the products correctly. 1 problem. 2 problems. They weren't taking the right products for their goals. You can't have a goal over here and then say, well, it's not meeting that goal, and then change goals. I was starting for weight loss and it wasn't meeting that goal. What I didn't know is that I also had some other goals that were more important. I just didn't have any hope for those goals. So I hadn't made them an official goal. They didn't give it enough time. The body regenerates every 3 months. Let me say that differently. New cells are regenerated every 3 months. So that's why it took about 6 months for my body to start really responding to things and start changing and losing the weight. So that's why I talk about it. That's why I love it. I want you to keep that in mind as we are in this pandemic time. I know there's hundreds of people kind of searching for answers, trying to figure out how they're going to build their immune system? Well, when you take care of your gut health, that's where 70 to 90% of your immune system is formed. That and in your bone marrow. So, everyone, it's lunchtime. Y'all have a good day. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my story and also tell you why you see posts and stories that I put up to educate you, hopefully to help you. Y'all have a wonderful day.